Just on my way to the allotment. It's quite a cold day today. I've got my my hot drink, a hot matcha tea. I think it's about 2 degrees, but actually it doesn't feel too bad. I've got lots of layers on, which probably means that I've got so many layers I can't actually bend and do anything, but we'll try our best. But the sun is shining. This is my most favourite kind of day, when it's cold but the sun is shining and it just looks lovely. So yeah, I haven't been to the allotment for a long time. My mum's been here doing bits, but I haven't, just because of work and stuff and Christmas, but it's good to be back and I'm excited to have a look and see how it's all looking. So I'll give you a little tour. I don't have loads growing at the moment, but here we've got some kohlrabi. These ones are doing quite well here, but this one had a load of compost put in it, whereas so they were started off in a seed tray and then we planted them out, whereas these ones came from the same seed tray, but they're not doing quite as well. But this one doesn't have as much compost in. That just shows that putting lots of compost in helps it grow better. These are our Brussels sprouts that I have got some Brussels sprouts on. See, some Brussels sprouts there. Not loads, but hopefully they'll grow a bit bigger and we can eat them. And then these ones were given to us and he told us they were cabbages, but clearly they're not. They are Brussels sprouts, and these ones are doing quite well, or some of them are. Some of them haven't really got much on there. And then in here we've put some broad beans, which we did cover over because we put some in here and we think the birds have been down and eaten them because they were little holes where all the seeds were. So this one we covered over. We've just uncovered it while we're here, and we're going to just lift it because we just put it over the soil, but it froze to the soil, so we're going to lift it up a little bit, but still keep it on just to protect them. And then this is a new bed that Mum has dug. We did have it coming across here and it went around that part of the tree, so she's extended it out the back there, and a little bit further focus over that way as well, and this bit here. And what we're going to try and do, seeing as we have so much cardboard from ordering Christmas presents, we're going to dig out some of this soil. Mum's just doing it and just putting it here for now, and we're going to put down some cardboard, put some of the soil back on with loads of compost, and we're going to try this one as a no dig bed, and see how that goes. And then if we've got enough cardboard, we will do the same with this bed here and have it as a no dig bed, and then hopefully we won't end up with as many weeds, because we do end up with a lot of weeds. And so once we put the cardboard down and put all the mulch and the soil and the compost on there, we're then going to cover it over with some tarpaulin to then stop any weeds coming through until we're ready to plant in the spring. These are our purple sprouting broccoli, which are starting to sprout. To be honest, never grown it before. I don't really know what it's supposed to look like as it sprouts, but I assume it's going to be a little bit more like broccoli like, if you know what I mean, the little bits on it. And then here this is supposed to be normal broccoli. Now I'm hoping that the frost isn't gonna, they're supposed to grow through okay, so hopefully they will still be okay, even though we're getting a lot of frost at the moment. And can I just point out the colour of this candy floss kale? I mean, look at that, it looks so pretty. It might not be very big, but it looks pretty. Right, in the greenhouse, which hasn't been watered for about a week, so I'm hoping this is just where it needs watering and not the frost. The frost shouldn't have got it in here, but you never know. So we've got carrots. They seem to be still doing really well. There's no sort of carrots to speak of at the moment, but in here they're still growing and they look good. They look better than the ones that we grew in the ground. So and then some spring onions, which I've come to get. I want to pick some of them today. But yeah, that's growing in here. And then a lot of the rest of it is all flowers. So these are lupins, so these will all go out next year. These are cauliflowers, which we won't put out now until, might need to put them into their own pots, but they won't go in the ground until the frost has gone. Well, not until the frost has gone, but until probably spring. And then these just need a water. These are wallflowers and lupins, so I'll give them a good water. And this is our onion bed. I can't remember which ones we've put in now, but I did put a video up about the onions and the garlic. In fact, these are garlic, I remember now. These ones are garlic, and then these are onions. So they're starting to come through. So we've got some white onions, brown onions, and some red onions. Some are in that bed, and some are in this bed here. We have written down what's grown in which one, but I can't remember off the top of my head. So I'm going to get cutting back the raspberries. I'm going to cut them back to about that far from the ground, and hopefully try and put out some of the grass that's growing up in between, so that it's all ready for growing next year. And then we need to start and plan what we're going to grow and where we're going to grow it for next year, and what we're going to start off in the greenhouse earlier, and just make sure the beds are all ready to go for next year. Bring my gloves, and the ground is so cold. It's hurting my hands. I'm not sure how much of this I can do today. Do your job. So I've just put some broad bean seeds under here, and we already had some over that bit, and it was covered over tight to the ground, as I said earlier, but we wanted it lifted up. So we've put this in to stop the birds eating the seeds, We're not sure if it's going to make any difference to the frost or if it's too high up, but it might do a little bit, so we'll see. So that's us done for the day. I'm going to head home now, have some, slipping on the mud, some lunch, and thaw out my feet because they are so cold. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you all next time. Bye.